Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Off the Cuff with Cliff. For those of you that have never seen this before, I want you to introduce you to Agatha. Agatha's been on several other shows. She's very, very smart, and she's one person I go to when I'm looking for something with technology. Agatha, today we're going to talk about social media. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so what is your view on social media today and how it's affecting the world?
I feel like social media is good, and people can have like a friend group, all that. But I feel like a majority of social media things is like all fake. It's all people want to put in on the good face, good life. Everything is like super great. Everything's like no struggles, no dark. Everything's like life is just fantastic.
Right, but we know it's not true, right?
That absolutely is not true.
So people are looking for the likes and looking for the little hearts and the emojis, right?
Yes.
And social media has changed so much over time, right? So it started off with MySpace, then it was Facebook, and then it was Instagram, and now there's so many TikTok. Now there's so many other different versions of it, and each one has its own platform, right?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of businesses try to work with social media because it's a way of getting their marketing and stuff out, right?
Yes, absolutely. Like LinkedIn, all that. Everybody like it right now. If you don't in the group, you may not even find a job.
True.
Right.
True. And so even with jobs, right? So when people are looking for a job, don't you think the recruiter or the person that's doing the hiring, don't you think they try and look at social media accounts?
Absolutely, they will. Sometimes certain things they see it in social media they don't like. They don't even consider one of the candidates.
So it becomes a filter, right? It becomes a filter for the person doing the interview. Wow, that's very, very true. And to your point, people right now, they just looking for that dopamine hit. They're looking for that. But what do you think about young people today? Do you think it affects young people today and their emotions and how they handle other people and problems?
Totally. They looking for the likes, the little hearts, the little thumbs up. Right? They're looking for validations. They want to be involved with the groups, and sometimes they don't even agree with the group's idea.
They just join the group.
They just want to join the group.
Because they want to be part of something.
Yep, they want to be part of something.
Wow, that's interesting. And then you have the keyboard warriors, right? The bullies, right? The people that go and they do that, right?
Absolutely.
And that whole thing too. And then you've got the trolls. You've got people that go there and they just put stuff up there just to create an argument to get people to respond to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's.
And then you and me grow up, at least they bully your face.
Correct.
Right now, they don't need anything. They can bully you from anywhere, anytime in the world.
And they can follow you around.
They can follow you around. And then they can say something probably totally not true, and then a lot of young people get affected by it. Right?
Because it has that emotional impact because people can't respond to that. And I think that's why in today's world it's easier for people to do something on social media and do something that they wouldn't do face to face, right?
Absolutely.
And so they have a different emotion, or there is no emotion in the discussion. They don't even have an argument because they just do it on the keyboard.
Yep.
So the other thing that we spoke to about last time, and I'd like to bring it up this time, is you talked about AI last time. So how do you think AI is affecting social media?
AI is like making these things is like and steroid, amplified.
Okay.
Right? Because AI you can use the certain words and then you can amplify it with AI. Good thing is they can help you in certain ways, right? AI is more articulate. Some people may not know how to write, and AI can help them. Right? But right now, a lot of things AI taking out of a lot of things is before it's only humans do. Right. Right now, you can talk to AI. They can respond. Even like if you have emotional problems, you can talk to the computer. I know that right now, like certain people fall in love with AI because they talk about the things that they know what you like, right? They try your history, but that is all fake.
Social media is fake for the most part too, right?
Yep.
Let's go off the cuff. You want to go off the cuff?
Absolutely.
For those of you that never saw this before, off the cuff, Agatha and I are now going to talk about a subject that's got nothing to do with this, and we're going to come back. So, Agatha, do you like pizza?
Yes or no? Because I don't like the pizza's too thick. I only like a thin crust.
You like the thin crust, okay.
Yes.
Do you know why pizza is made round, cut in triangles, and served in a square box?
No.
We're going to come back. Let's get back to the subject at hand, and we'll come back. So hold on. You got to keep watching so you can find out why pizza is made the way it's made. So AI and people with emotions and stuff like that. AI is a tool, right?
Yeah.
And social media is a tool too for people who are in business. But what I know, and I know a lot of business people, is they start their business, especially like on Instagram and stuff like that, which is all photos, and they start going with social media. And when they're going with social media and they're doing all their advertising, what used to happen is it used to expand very, very quickly. People would like it and go. Now you have to pay for it. So you sort of got suckered into it, right? Now you're doing all of this stuff, and there's, social media experts that help you do your marketing and stuff. But one of the things that I find very, very irritating is when I'm doing whatever on social media, on any platform, TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, all the commercials or ads that keep popping up.
Yeah.
Right?
This is how they make money.
That's how they make money. And so now it's no longer that interaction anymore between people, because now it's just, to your point, it knows what I like and I don't like. And if I liked an ad, all of a sudden they're sending me a lot of ads that way. Have you ever had a situation where you had a conversation with somebody, then all of a sudden it just started popping up on your computer?
Actually, it's not just a computer. Because actually, do you think your Alexa or your Siri is literally listen to you? Well, sometimes, like, you have a conversation, all of a sudden they suggest you something.
Absolutely, I've seen that happen. But you have to think about it from a technical standpoint. Siri has to be listening to you, because you have to say Siri or something to get it to answer you, right? So therefore, it has to be activated all the time. But I wonder what they do with all of that stuff. You think?
Well, it's just tracking your habits, right? Tracking you what kind of things that you like or don't like, and then all the promotions that comes in with. They think the things you're interested in.
Correct, and then
that sometimes
it's a
very.
To buy.
I feel like I'm ignored by it.
Right. All right, let's go back off the cuff.
Okay.
So what I had learned is a pizza is made round, and the reason it's made round is you have to remember it was dough. And dough is just basically flour, water, yeast, and stuff like that. And in order to, if they needed to make bread, they have to put it in a pan. And if you put it in a pan, you got to cook it for a certain amount of time. And what they had found is if they take the pizza, the round ball, and they spin it or they patted it down or whatever, it was round. And when it's round, it's got an even crust on the bottom, and then they put the sauce, the cheese, and all that other stuff, and they put it in the oven. And it usually cooks in 6 to 8 minutes. So something that cooks very, very quickly. So that's why it's round. The reason they cut it in triangle is because people like different parts of the pizza, and it gives everybody an equal chance, right? There's the tip, where all the cheese is. There's the crust. There's some people that like crust, and some people that don't like crust. And then they, over time, they started making it with stuffed crust and stuff like that. So people changed or modified it just for marketing more than anything else. And then, so they cut it in triangle so you have an equal piece and you go from start to finish. And the reason it's in a box is because not every pizza is the perfect shape or the perfect roundness, right?
Yeah, it is.
So you put it in a square box, and then you can fit different sized pizzas in there. So that's the riddle. That's why it's made round, cut in triangles, and it's square. Does it make sense?
Today I know. What's
so now
that?
You got pizza.
Yeah.
So one other thing about pizza. Do you know what keeps pizza hot?
I don't know. The pizza box?
No, scientifically, let's talk about the pizza box. And so we're going to go back to the subject at hand, but let's talk about pizza because we're on pizza. You know what? Let's go back to the subject at hand and we'll come back to this.
Okay.
So you got to keep watching to find out the next point on pizza. So we talked about AI, we talked about social media, we talked about how it's impacting people, right? It's a facade. People only show you the good things and not the bad things. There's filters, right? So people do all of these filters and stuff. People share things, they share events. And so I have found that a lot of times people don't even know what's going on in the news anymore because they don't know what to believe and not believe in the news.
Yes, it is true.
And then when people put things up there, and then, bullying, right? There's a lot of bullying that takes place.
There's a lot of bullying to take place.
So you see it especially with children.
Yes, absolutely.
So where do you think this whole thing is going to go with social media? Do you think it's going to keep going the way it is? They keep changing it?
Actually, the younger generations grow up with AI, to grow up with the social media. They are seeking the truth. They knows a lot is fake. They kind of have extra steps in their thinking to decide what is the real thing.
Okay.
Right? Which is good because they kind of has to be embraced, right? Embrace this. This basically is a reality. AI never go away. So humans never gonna without AI, But how are we gonna human with AI to be more enhanced? Use that for our good, right?
Use it as a tool.
And then use that as a tool, and then make your life like the good way instead of all the dark side.
Right. Let's go back off the cuff and finish up pizza.
Yes.
So, I asked you, do you know what keeps pizza hot?
I thought it's the pizza box.
The pizza box does not keep it hot. So a lot of mistakes that people find with pizzas, they take the pizza right out of the oven, they stick it in a box.
Yes.
And what happens then is that crust becomes soggy. And the reason it becomes limp and soggy is because it's still steaming in the box.
Oh.
So really, if you take the pizza, let the pizza sit out on a rack, you let the steam come out, then you put it in the box, it stays longer. But what keeps pizza hot is the sauce. Because the bread is an insulator.
Yes.
The sauce is a conductor of heat.
Yes.
And then the cheese on top is an insulator. So that sauce is what actually keeps that pizza hot for a longer period of time. You know, I've seen pizza where people put salad on top. Now, I've never heard of salad on pizza, but that seems to be a big thing right now, where people are putting salads on top of pizza. And pizza's one of those things that you can be creative. You can put anything you want on that pizza.
That's
and make it, like, who ever heard of pineapple on pizza? But there's a Hawaiian pizza, and it does very, very well.
That's very good.
So,
yes.
So
right now I know why the piece of a salad, you have to eat it in the store. I always think why it is so much better, because you take it out and then you eat it right away instead of you put it in the box with the steam.
Right, the steam makes it soft and
then
soggy.
The
salad wilts.
Yes.
The salad wilts. So that's the history of pizza.
Next time, if I need to eat a Caesar salad pizza, has to eat it in the store.
Eat it in the store so it doesn't get limp on you.
Go.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank
Good talking
you.
to you. Thanks for another episode. See you again soon.